NCAA Women's Championship presented by Capital One. You are watching the Elite Eight presented by AT&T. In Spokane, Washington, somebody is headed to Tampa for the Final Four. Will it be the top-seeded Trojans or the 2-seed Connecticut Huskies? Seeking their first Final Four since 1986. Meanwhile, Gino Auriemma, the winningest coach in the history of Division I basketball, the 11 national championships, a record trying to take Connecticut to a record 24th Final Four. A sold-out crowd that has been anticipating this matchup since the brackets came out. USC played with great resilience, great poise the other night. Lindsey Gottlieb was so proud of the way they stayed even-keeled emotionally, even without Juju Watkins, and we are underway in the Elite Eight in Spokane.
Of course, the matchup to keep an eye on right here, Kennedy Smith.
Here's Beckers. Chen trying to take on Olaf and into the corner. Strong. Connects. Not a three. No hesitation from the freshman. Great decision. Well, certainly no indecision on that attempt. Marshall unable to finish on the interior. Here's Beckers backing down, kicking out. Alfie thought better of it. Chen in the mid-range. Short.
That's where Caitlin Chen is very good and very confident. Hitting that mid-range, it could be from 5 out to 15 feet. She will look to take that shot with confidence.
In this first, a 10-0 USC run.
This is how Kiki looked in that second round matchup when she scored 36. She was unstoppable from 17 feet, driving to the basket as well.
Connecticut has missed its last 6. Paige Beckers trying to get a touch in the post. Strong. Again from deep. What a big shot from Sarah Strong.
This young woman is a freshman, and she looks like
a coach. And I can lose a player like Juju and still have one who demands a double or a triple team like Kiki Iriafen. Thus far, Kiki has been very good here in the Elite Eight. As Strong hits again. Sarah Strong looking total. Here comes Beckers with numbers. Strong connects again. Sarah Strong with 10 in the quarter.
Sarah Strong had AZ Fudd open in the right corner. Since the NCAA tournament,
knows which player to push the buttons, what, when. Today at shoot-around, it was Sarah Strong coming off a little bit of a tentative performance in her last game. He started running a lot of stuff for her in practice, yelling at her, don't pass up shots. And that mindset has carried into this game right now.
Such a great point, Ali, as Beckers gets on the board. On her 5th rebound. Here's Beckers. Backing away. Beckers eyeing up Marshall. Fakes the 3. Wanted to dish it. Still plenty of time. Strong spinning and finishing. Sarah Strong's a ballerina. And at the jumper. Here's Arnold dashing inside and finishing. That is KK Arnold's game.
If Arnold was in this draft, she would be a lottery pick. She would be in the top 4.
Here's Fudd. Fudd fakes the 3. Fudd kicks to Strong. Another 3. You bet! Sarah Strong sizzling in Spokane.
Lean, she is mobile, and you have seen her produce.
Beckers on the other end, finishes plus the foul. And then the flex from Paige Beckers, who has a chance for 3. Beckers comes up with it. Good hands from Strong. Chen to the rim.
Rhea Marshall telling the official, I got hit on the arm, but continue to look.
That is her 8th of the half. Chen zipping up the floor. Chen all the way in for 2.
She's unafraid, and she is a very good finisher when she gets.
Tackle, what a spin. Couldn't quite finish it. Rebound number 9 for Strong. Here comes Chen. Chen off one leg, banks it in, puts the foul. How about Caitlin Chen, the Princeton transfer? Here's Fudd with some haste. 2-for-1 opportunity for Connecticut. That's not usually a focus, though, in the collegiate game. Becker's a three. You bet! Strong turns, dishes, Becker's again! What a finish to the first half for Paige Becker's in UConn. Star Juju Watkins, who went down in the second round.
Take a look at what she's doing to Paige Beckers. When she is defending Paige Beckers, Paige has just 2 points on 17 possessions. Everybody else who's defended Paige, 24 possessions, 11 points allowed. She is smothering, just absolutely enjoying watching this freshman.
She's 6'1", can move her feet, has used her physicality beautifully here against Paige Beckers.
Strong will take, and hit from three. 18 points. Couldn't finish it. And Strong the rebound. After a hot start from Iriafen, she has not gotten the same kind of looks as the game has gone along. Hit 3 early jumpers, doesn't have a field goal since. Beckers will fire. And hit from three. Paige Beckers. Here's Chen. Off to Beckers. Beckers. Trying to take out. Paige Beckers has another bucket.
So offensively.
We talked about as well, Rebecca, the way she's had success when Smith went to the bench with her third foul. Strong waits and finishes Sarah Strong. A 20-point night for the freshman in this Elite Eight matchup.
Out of the
Strong. Sarah Strong has been terrific defensively on Kiki Iriafen in this game. Meanwhile, Aubrey Griffin getting minutes here for Connecticut. Fudd a three. It is good. And AZ Fudd is finally on the board in the from the line here in the Elite Eight. Beckers with 5 to shoot. Beckers leaning and hitting. Paige Beckers with 22 points. USC having trouble getting it in, and it's stolen. Here's Griffin kicking out, and Connecticut will reset.
You see Gino Auriemma on the sideline. The last couple of possessions, he has orchestrated. He wants the 2-player game.
Beckers, you bet! Strong the deflection and steal. Fudd another three. It is good! A little smile across the face of AZ Fudd.
And some of them plays drawn up out of timeouts when she hadn't yet made one.
Beckers, 2 more for Paige Beckers. 27 for the Connecticut. There's Beckers. Beckers has it knocked away. Fudd goes back door and lays it in.
Bouncing off and still finishing the tough banker.
Big possession here for Connecticut. Griffin back to Fudd, fakes the handoff. Chen coming around, 7 to shoot. Chen lays it in, plus the foul. A chance for 3 for Caitlin Chen.
The buckets that Caitlin Chen has had today and the timing of when she's gotten them here, just driving in.
Projected as the number 3 overall pick in this year's WNBA draft. Maybe could climb to number 2 with the news that Olivia Miles is entering the transfer portal, the Notre Dame star, will forego the draft this season. Under 1:30 to go. 10-point UConn lead. Strong to Chen, to the cup. minutes remaining. And the Connecticut Huskies are headed to a record 24th Final Four.
UConn Huskies 78, USC Trojans 64. With tonight's victory, the UConn Huskies advance to the Final Four on April 4th in Tampa, Florida.
Lindsey Gottlieb spending some time with Paige Beckers. A terrific season for USC ends tonight in Spokane as Paige Beckers and Connecticut complete our Final Four. We'll hear from Paige with Holly Rowe in a moment, and we'll see you Friday night on ESPN from Tampa for our producer Kerry Callahan.